So normally I do a funny little comedy sketch at the beginning of my episodes. Something like this. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, so if you just want to call my secretary and we can get stuff arranged, yeah. I'll give you her number. Her number is 1-800 fuck off your shit. What? No. Fellaini said. I know what you're thinking. BAFTA. Yeah, that's down the road a bit. Yeah, we'll pick up a BAFTA. Maybe present it. Who knows? But for the time being, I was going to do one for today, but I decided to change it up because I just wanted to say something to you guys, which is a massive, massive thank you. The last couple of days have been ridiculous. This series has got more interest than I ever could have hoped for. We've had a ton of new subscribers, like almost 200 subscribers in 2 days, which for my little channel is beyond comprehension. We've got over 150 comments on that last video. Just so much support. So I just want to say thank you. It is bloody amazing. It's ridiculous. So thank you. Right, let's get on with the episode, shall we? So this is where we left last episode, a list of jobs. You guys have been brilliant supporting and commenting which teams I should go for, what countries would be nice to live in. We've even talked about house prices and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I think the best way to do it, as advised by a lot of you guys, is apply for a bunch of jobs, do the interviews and see where we go from there. So join me in a second and we'll see how we get on. So these are the jobs we've applied for. I didn't apply for every single one. Some of them there was just no point. I'm not going to get a League 2 or a Championship job or anything like that. I think from the comments I got, I think one of the big things was it's going to be easier and maybe better to start off a little bit closer to home to get your feet, get grounded and stuff like that. I think, the money we're going to be getting paid is not going to be great. Are we going to be able to move to Russia, buy a house, 100 quid a week or whatever it is. So these are the jobs we've gone for. So there's a couple of randoms, but mostly they're in the UK. So Galway United, Cardiff Met University, Newry, which is literally half an hour's drive from my house, which would be quite cool. Wouldn't have to move. That'd be nice. Stirling in the Scottish League 2, I think it is. Now, Iraklis, I'm not sure. Icelandic team, or is that the Greek team? I think that's the Greek team. There's one Icelandic, there's one Greek. This sounds Icelandic. I'm going to murder the names. If you do know the pronunciations of these teams, please do tell me. Grindavik, that's the Icelandic team. Dundela, I don't even know. I've never heard of this team. It's in Northern Ireland. I live there. I've still never... Yeah, so that's good. Lommel United and WS Bruxelles are both in Belgium, because, everybody loves a Belgium, don't they? So they're the teams we're going to initially go for. So wish me luck. Hopefully I'll get some job interviews and hopefully we'll pick one of these up. If not, we'll just wait for the next round of sackings and stuff like that. So join me in a sec. So it looks like we've been offered 3 job interviews. Galway United said no. Iraklis in Greece said no. Lommel United, is that the Belgian one? Yeah, Pro League. They're a Belgian Pro League team. But we do get 3 interviews. Cardiff Met University, which would be great. They are currently playing in they're 5th in the DAFA Bet, because that's the sponsor, Welsh Premier League. Welsh Premier League might be quite a cool place. Wales is not too expensive to live as well. It's not too far. A little hop across the water. And then the Grindavik Icelandic save, which I think could be really fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is like. There's no professional clubs in their league. Their first division. Decent sized squad though. So we've got that interview as well, and we've got the Royal White Star Bruxelles, which now I know that I can't do letters. RWS stands for Royal White Star. That's pretty cool. Maybe a little bit racist, but that's fine. Right, here we go. Not too bad. Let's get on with the interviews and see how we go. Right, I'll show you the first one, and then the rest are going to kind of be similar. So let's go for what I think out of those. I fancy Iceland. I don't know why. There was quite a few comments. Everybody's got a soft spot for Iceland after the Euros. Let's go to Iceland first. Welcome, Loki. I can't do an accent. I was going to try an Icelandic accent until I realised I have no idea what that sounds like. So, welcome, Loki. We're glad you've come along to discuss our plans for the club's vision should we decide to hire you. Thank you very much. How would you overcome the relatively big obstacles of not speaking the language? Okay, that's quite a good point. Yeah, Google Translate. Is there an option for Google Translate? No, okay. I'm fairly adept at learning languages. This would be simply be another string to my bow. I quite like that. Yeah. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs? Okay. I'm considering my options. Yeah, I'm considering my options. Why would you apply for one, not get it, apply for another, not get it? You'd be out of work for ages. The club is looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. Well, that's not a surprise, is it? Are you that manager? Yes, I am that manager. I know I'll be able to look up to clients' finances if given the job. Yeah, we're going to promise that. It's a big request that they always ask for. So we're going to say yes, we're good at this. Are there any aspects of the job you would like us to judge you if you appoint as manager? So this is that sort of philosophy, isn't it? We don't need a... No philosophies. I'll just get on with the job. Should you be hired, the expectation is for the club to compete for an automatic promotion place. Is that fair, or do you think you could improve upon that somewhat? I think automatic would say automatic. I think we could say winning the league title, but there's a lot of ifs and buts and stuff there. So we'll say automatic. It gives us less of a chance of getting the job, but I'd rather not overpromise. Would a proposed transfer budget of $14,000 suitable size? Yes, that's fine. In fact, it's such a small amount that I could say, look, just give me less, because less of 14, it's nothing anyway, isn't it? I'd happily work with a slightly smaller transfer budget if appointed manager. Because 10k or 14k, who cares, right? Should you get the job, we're willing to provide you with a wage budget of $6,000. I think that's fine. I have no idea if that's fine. No idea. Wage bill of 5.5, so we've got 500 quid. Yeah, that's fine. I'd be happy to work with that. Are there any requests that you would like us to consider should we decide to hire you? No. Don't ask them for anything. That's all the questions that we have for you today. We'd like to thank you for attending this interview, and we'll be in touch once we've decided upon a new manager for the club. I think that went quite well. I probably should have worn a suit, but, needs a must. What we're going to do now is I'll skip ahead. I'll do the other two interviews in a very similar fashion, but it's all going to be the same questions and stuff. We'll jump ahead to if we get offered the jobs. So let's do that, please. Go. Editor, go. Right, guys, it looks like we've been offered our first job. The other two haven't said yes or no yet. So, we'll have a look at the team, but do we take this or do we delay it? I think maybe delay it, depending on how good this team is. So it's Cardiff Met Uni. They've approached us. We get paid nothing. Great. I will live off scraps from the bins then, shall I? And live in the university dormitories. As a 40-year-old man, that's going to look a bit dodgy. But, needs must. Let's have a look at their team. So they're in the Welsh Premier League, which is like a really good place to start, because that gives us the possibility of getting into Europe and shit, doesn't it? And getting our name out there. Obviously, very hard possibility. Looking at the season preview, just to see the odds. 300-1. Obviously, big favourites to be the shittest team in the league, which is a slight issue. Let's have a look at the team. See if they've got actually a team. They've got a full team, which is good. It's a start. At this stage, that's kind of all you hope for, that you actually have people turn up for the games. There's a lot of bids. Look at all these teams that are getting. A lot of these could, because obviously they're only amateur teams. They're not professional players. Like this guy here. God, look at those stats. Look at those. This is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be so much fun. He's probably our star player. So they've got a decent little team. It looks like they've got most of the positions covered. We can pick up a bunch of free players. So it's founded in the year 2000. It's an amateur team. The finance is okay. We don't have... we've got hot prospects. Emlyn Lewis is our hot prospect, because he's a good decision maker. Right. I quite like the idea. I'm not going to just jump in though. I think we should go for a delay. If they tell me to fuck off, then they tell me to fuck off. Oh, it's hard. We're going to delay. Okay. Would you like to delay for 1 week? I want to see what the other... Okay, they've agreed to the delay. That's really good. So we need to see the other two before we make a final decision. So let's skip to that now. Right, so we're back. We've got more interviews. We did the 2 Northern Irish interviews, and we got an interview at Stirling, which could be quite an interesting club in League 2 in Scotland. But we've been offered both the jobs in Northern Ireland, including my relatively local team, Newry City. And they're actually going to pay me some money, which is a nice change. I do need to eat. Not for a while, I could probably do with losing a few pounds, but I do need to eat. So 160 quid and 180 quid per week. And looking at the team themselves, so they both play in the, I like the fact it's called the Premier Intermediate League. It's not Premier, is it? It's Intermediate League. It's the one below the top league, and they don't look half bad. If we look at the odds, so the 2 teams we're in for are Newry, which are predicted 4th. The odds are that we're going to get 4th, and Dundela, which is 2nd team in the league. But it is quite a low place to start. I think we're going to go with what we were doing before, which is, we haven't heard back from the Icelandic job. The Stirling job sounds very interesting. So we're going to try and stall these. If they want us, then they will be happy to stall. That's what delay for a week, I think. Let's see if they agree to that. They agree. And okay, so they've both agreed. So right now we have a choice of 3 jobs. But I'd like to see... Oh, no. Okay, hang on. It's been a week later. Okay. The Met Uni's one, but no money. No money's an issue, right? No money whatsoever. I think we're going to... But they are in the Welsh Premier League. But they are the shittest team in the Welsh Premier League. Oh my god, I don't know what to do already, and this is only the 2nd episode. I'm going to... Up against some pretty decent teams. If we look at, like, say, TNS, for example, they've actually got proper players and shit. But Wales would be fun. Oh, my lord. I think I'm going to take it. Because I just like being in the top league. We're straight in the top league in Wales against some decent teams. If we look at the rules, which is an important part, they do this weird playoff split league thingy. 1 team qualifies for European Champions League, right? And 3 teams qualify for the Europa League. That gives us a shop window to be seen. I'm going for it. I'm sorry for all the back and forth. We're going to Cardiff Met University. Lots of hot women as well, so bonus. We take the job. It's ours. We say it's a job. In reality, it's literally just a unpaid position. But I think we're going to go for it. So, it's quite a big deal, isn't it? It's quite a big deal. Here we go. Doki takes charge at Cardiff Met Uni hot seat. Appointed Loki days. Look at me. I look like a murderer in my manager. Doki is said to be relishing the opportunity to develop his footballing management skills at the Sincoed. Somebody please tell me how that's pronounced. And the Archer supporters are sure to be hoping he can make a big difference to their team. With it being his first job in management, all eyes will be on Doki as he attempts to make his mark not only on the club, but on the game in general. Welcome to Cardiff Met University. Thank you. So they've obviously withdrawn. Let's look at a quick look at the team. We've got $4,000 in the bank. Sweet monies. We don't really have any massive expenses, do we? Because we don't pay any wages. You don't even pay me. 144 quid for taxes, scouting costs, ground maintenance. There's not that much outgoings. This, I suppose 700. If that's a monthly thing, then we're going to lose money quite quickly. But I reckon if we have if we do some good scouting, maybe pick up some players, I think we could do all right. Here's our squad. Do we have... I'm hoping we get a couple of good youthies like this guy here. A pacey striker with good finishing. Yes, please. I might as well just put them all in the senior squad. We've got a 23-year-old goalkeeper. I'm going to put anybody that's remotely half decent into the senior squad just to see where we're at. Dan Evans says 5-star potential, but he's only currently 2.5 silver star. So maybe we'll just leave him for the time being. Oh dear. A right back with 1 marking. The trick is, I found, I'm no expert by the way, but the trick is I found in real lower league management is to concentrate on physicals more than technicals and mentals. You can't have really good players. So therefore, if you can get a guy that's got good natural fitness and pace and stamina and stuff that's going to run all the way, that's, I think, a big bonus. And then maybe one good stat, say like a good finisher for a striker, that sort of thing. You can't have everything, obviously, otherwise it would be really, really easy. Our star man is the 5-star rated Chris Willis, 27 years old. He's a monster. 13 area reach, can't say fairer than that. He's 1 first touch, which is interesting. Decent distribution. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to end the episode there, and I'm going to work my magic in the transfer window. Obviously, we don't have any wage budget. We're spending 250 quid a week. I don't know who on. Maybe it's staff. I guess I'm not getting anything. So my coach, no, somewhere somebody is getting paid, right? Nobody has any contracts. Oh, fucking hell, this is going to be a fun one, guys. I'm going to need all your help. Any advice you can give me in the comments, please do so, because this is going to be interesting. We're massive favourites to finish bottom of the league here, so let's see what we can do. Join me for the next episode, and we will see if we can keep afloat of this club. That doesn't even make sense as a sentence. Join me next episode where we can see if we can sign some decent players and work out a tactic. Going to try and keep it very basic and see if we can do some good stuff in Wales. Welcome, everyone, to the Welsh Premier League. We're a Premier League team, mate. Premier League, we've made it already. We can finish now. Right, thank you very much, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, please do hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. And like I said, any help in the comments you can offer me. I'm pointing down there because I suppose it is down there. Any help at my penis you can help me, that would be fantastic. Whether it's random players that would sign for amateur clubs or tactics that you think might work. I want this to be a team effort to get us all the way to the top, so we're going to need some fucking help. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. What have I got myself into?